Football League.
Welcome to one of the league's biggest and brightest venues, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A gain of 15 there. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Purdy on the play action. And it's Bourne with a catch outright. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down from the 42. Play action now, Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
He's taken down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Purdy will sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down, 49ers.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rams, nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Oh, he rocks that tackler. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
That's on target, Puka Nacua. And they're on it right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And the Rams have the first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And this one doesn't go far.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Straight ahead with Williams. And the defense all over this run. Maybe got a yard there as he tried to bounce that one outside. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Got a man, that's Nacua. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Throw is caught. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff's got to be a happy partner. Calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after.
Extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Isaac Gorindo to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, San Francisco.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A pickup of 17. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down, 49ers.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Working inside the red zone. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. That play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. From the gun is Purdy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Down and goal.
Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Following the sack, going to need to find 11 yards here on 3rd and goal. Third and long for him here. caught just shy of the goal line. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
The extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Rams 7.
You heard about a man, one left controller, the level cannot change it. Only let the journey begin.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Running right, it's Williams. He brushed him off with ease. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on 1st. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
The call play action would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. That play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Up the gut they go with Williams. And They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion left. First down, and they go right back to it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Stafford from the gun. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On 3rd and 2, Stafford. He finds Adams, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
9 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now it's Williams. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Stafford back to throw. Oh, he's got it in close. Touchdown, LA. The Rams can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Galindo to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we go look at their wideouts. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, as a quarterback, as an offense, doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a 49er first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Purdy on the play action. Throw left side, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Number 88.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
First down, they go back to McCaffrey. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They stick with McCaffrey. And he's going to work it to the 20. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Robinson on the inside give. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
On third down, Purdy. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Piniero's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
First and 10 from the 32. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Now Stafford to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Stafford's going to throw on 3rd and 1. It's on target to Williams. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, and I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. It's Stafford once more. Big strike here to Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get some late points and the lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time. Brock taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Nevis now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams take a 4-point lead.
Rams 21, 49ers 17.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. The window to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To throw again, it's Purdy. Completed to his running back. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards. You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. It's a 36-yard look for him. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a low point.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Another run for Williams. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams out of 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Stafford from the gun. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. You put a receiver in motion left. Going left side, Williams with it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. This one's caught. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you gonna do?
Fourth down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're gonna go for it. Going for it, it's Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams
Makes the
grow
score
their lead to
Rams
8.
28, 49ers 20.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Moore with a return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
A loss of 6 yards.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own
The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stafford. He's a man, that's Konate Mumfield. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Trying to sneak with Stafford. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Throwing now, Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And they will face a third down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Stafford's going to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Adams, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Stafford now. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Stafford again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now a run. This is Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Stafford to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Running right into Williams. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
No gain on the play.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Here's another for him. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
3rd and goal, it's Stafford. And then it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. When I'm back and
Even snap for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams lead by 15 now.
Rams 35, 49ers 20.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Moore with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And this is some great effort. He's all the way across midfield and down close to the opposing 45. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1.
Y'all gotta pop my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We got a low power.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, McCaffrey. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Purdy to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Complete to Jawan Jennings. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
The 49ers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now a point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score Rams 35, 49ers
away. Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own
The
25-yard
Rams and
line.
Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
D. Winters on the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Third and long for him here. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good.
They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
From a great throw
First and
to a
10
nice
at
route
the
and catch to
49-yard
moving the
line.
chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Rams.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Stafford from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He has the 1st over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
It's a gain of
It's 16 yards on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. Brought in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 6.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
He's got it. That is an LA touchdown. 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams lead by 15 now.
49ers 27.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Moore with a return. This makes it up to the 25. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
We've set of downs from 37. First down, Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To the air again, Purdy. And I'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the 49ers the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Well, right side is caught by Jennings. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Jennings. 10 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and inches. At the Rams' 41-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Completed to his running back. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air on second. Purdy has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
To number 88.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Throw here, third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Corum straight ahead. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out. Just needs one more step there to reach midfield. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
There's no negatives ever in a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They're going to run on 1st down with Corum. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. They fake the handoff, now Stafford. Smith brings in another one. And they take him down right along the 30.
The 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 30-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams in very good shape, up by 15. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Play action now for Stafford. He's got Smith again. And he has the 1st down for the Rams, and partner, that should be all they need to now coast to this win.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Trying quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.